Everyone, I'm Allie with PotomacBeads, and in today's Better Beader, we're going to go over something that I think is essential to know and to have on hand and ready to use. So we're going to be talking wire guards. You may think of these as wire protectors, wire guards, wire guardians. Different suppliers call them different things, but I wanted to point out what they were, the benefits of them, the kind of drawbacks that they have, and when and how to use them. So looking at the wire guards here, you can see kind of the tops of some earrings. I have those wire guards. The wire guards, when you're looking at them, they do come in multiple sizes. We carry the one size, and it is kind of laying them out here, looking at them. The wire guards have a channel. So if you're unfamiliar with them, I have some examples out here to show you kind of what the wire guards are and how they're used. They have an actual little channel that's in them. So they have a hole going up through that one side. It almost is like a little short bugle or a 15-0 seed bead. Just that length of space is going to be where the actual hole is for the wire guard. Then inside here, they have like a U channel. The thread sits inside that U channel that runs all along the top. I found a good earring example here that I could show you because it's black thread right on that gold one. You can see the gold casing in there for this Nautilus earring, and then it coming down to the other side through that hole. Now, one thing to keep in mind is this hole or this little tube is seamed, meaning that it does not have a nice soldered edge. If you try to put too many threads or too many strands through the wire guard, you can actually open that up and your thread can escape through the outer edge when you're looking at it. So you have the wire guards that you're going to use, generally speaking, when you're ending pieces to create a bail, to create a top. It gives a nice polished look. You don't want to put more than 3 strands generally of your thread through there, because by the time you get your needle through there, it sometimes can open up that end that it is. You can use this with basic beading wire, you can use it with thread, a number of different materials. The nice thing is your thread or your beading wire is not then going to be rubbing right on the clasp, which can sometimes dull the thread and actually cause the breakdown of the coating on the wire or the coating on the thread to kind of break down and break. So the wire guard gives a nice polished edge before putting on a clasp or before using it towards earrings and pendants at the top. I have an example here that you can see kind of how much nicer the wire guard generally looks when you're looking at a piece at the top. So you can do a loop out of seed beads, but generally when you get to the top with the seed beads, you're still going to have an area either with your earrings, with your jump ring, that it just doesn't sit as nicely. I have an example here too of a spiral bracelet that if I had to go back, I'd take the end apart and I'd use the wire guardian or the wire guard with it. I just did a video a little bit ago and I wanted to show you how nice the wire guard looks at the top. I use wire guards almost exclusively for the tops of my earrings, for the tops of pendants, because if I am doing them with bead weaving or with thread, you have that nice added security of that thread. The wire guards are pretty nice and durable, but they're also flexible. You can go in with your pliers and kind of pinch them if you need to, bringing those ends closer together so they sit just like above this pendant here, the sunshine pendant, with the crystal down below, that it's not sitting separated out. You also can expand them larger if you need to, like this bracelet here where we went in and pushed them apart a little bit. So the wire guards are a really inexpensive little addition. We have them in all the different metal colors, including sterling silver and gold filled. So if you need any wire guards, we totally can hook you up with those. Like I said, I do find them to be essential in the jewelry making process. Whether or not you're using the regular beading wire and you're doing a crimp bead and a crimp cover, I will even use them when I'm doing that as well. So if I'm doing a regular crimping with a crimp, I'm going to put on the crimp, then the wire guard, then the clasp, and then the crimp. If you are adding a clasp or you're adding a loop to something that already has that finished edge, say that I was adding it onto the end of a piece here, or into a halo bead, or into my tassel. Sometimes I'll do it at the end there. You want to make sure that as you're taking your thread, your wire, your needle through, you're generally going to put on the bead or the end or the clasp, then run your wire through the crimp pliers and back through. Why you want to do that is because once you have the thread through, you're not actually going to be able to generally put on the clasp. You're going to do that ahead of time and before you start. So Do I recommend wire guards or wire guardians? Totally. I love the look of them. I like how they really have that nice polished feel when I have an earring that's hanging down from a wire guardian versus one that's just hanging down with some seed beads. It helps to keep your piece nice and centered. It helps to keep it and make it more durable and last longer. And it gives that polished look that we're going for when we're making jewelry and we're making beads. And again, this can be done with beading wire, regular stringing material, and a number of different things as well. So wire guards, I give them kind of an A+ when it comes to an essential for beading. Again, if you haven't checked them out, below the video there's a little like button. You can click on that and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You'll get regular updates from us when we do different tutorials and videos and links and anything that you need to know. You'll get notified of that. Also, in addition to giving that little thumbs up, down below the video, the links are in the description. Press on that show more or that shop now, and that'll get you links to purchase from us at PotomacBeads.com as well as PotomacBeads.eu. Hopefully these different Better Beader episodes are making you a better beader. Again, it helps if you comment, tell us what your favorite way to use the wire guards are, and to let us know if you like this series as we continue to get more and more of these Better Beader episodes. Thanks so much for watching and enjoy your wire guards.